I'm dying, 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 girl. I'm facing the battle. I'm sipping a lot and I'm drifting a lot, but I'm coping.
So as requested, today I'm gonna film a story time video. My friend was like, honestly, some of the stories you have are unreal. You should film story time videos. So here I am today. I'm gonna film a story time video about how I got abducted and almost killed by my cab driver. So let's get into it. To start this story off, you guys need to know that it's 3 a.m. in Montreal, outside of the club. So I went to the club with 3 other girls. I went to the club with Sasha, Tenisha, and Nicole. Okay? Those are the girls I went to the club with, and they literally had to beg me to go to the club, and I was like, I don't really want to go. I didn't bring any clothes to go to the club, and I'd never been to a club before. I was only 18, but 18 is the legal age to go to the club in Montreal, but I was like, it's October, my birthday's next month, I'll be 19, and I can go out in Toronto. I came here for the baby shower. I didn't really bring clothes for this. I don't want to go. After an hour of convincing me to go, I finally say, fine, I'll go, like whatever. Tenisha was like, come on, please, let's go. I never do anything. I'm pregnant and I just want to go out one time with my girls. This one last time before I have the baby. After she said that, I was like, yeah, you know what? It's true. Like, you are pregnant, you're gonna have a baby, and if you want to go out, fine, let's go out. So, back to being 3 a.m. in Montreal, outside the club. It's time now to hail a cab to get back to where we needed to go. Tenisha and Nicole and I all don't speak French. Sasha is the only one who can speak French, okay? So she's the one that had to hail a cab, and she's explaining to them where we needed to go. Where we needed to go is about a 20-minute ride from the downtown core. 20 minutes in Toronto time isn't very far. But in Montreal, because everything's so close, they were just like, no, we're not taking you there because we're gonna drive 20 minutes out and then have to drive 20 minutes back with no one in our cab, and we're losing fare. Which is understandable, but like, your job is to drive people where they need to go. Like, you shouldn't be leaving people stranded. But that's besides the point. We go through a row of cabs, we can't find a cab, and we finally find a driver that would take us to South Shore. So Sasha's talking to the cab driver. I can understand very little because I speak a tiny bit of French. So she's being all nice to him, explaining to him where we need to go, da-da-da-da-da-da. We get in the cab, he's like, fine, it's okay, I'll take you. You guys are young girls, and I know you guys need to get home. That's fine, I'll take you. So we hop in his cab. Tenisha is sitting in the front because she's pregnant. Nicole's sitting beside me, and Sasha's sitting on the edge. I'm in the middle. So after we've been driving for about a good 5 minutes, we're basically almost on the highway, Sasha decides to say, oh, and by the way, we don't have the $60 that you said, we only have 40. Can you still drive us to South Shore? At this point, we're basically already on the highway. He's just like, what the heck? I can tell he's kind of mad, but he's just like, you should have told me this before you got in my cab. I would have never agreed to this. I'm already going far, and then I'm losing fare on my back. Nah. Arguing back and forth, and she's trying to be nice to him and explain to him, like, please. So he decided, fine, I'll take you guys home. We're on the highway, and then Sasha says to him in French, obviously, at the next exit, you're gonna need to get off. He decided to get off at that exit, which wouldn't normally be a problem if that exit wasn't heading to New York, okay? New York. So we're just like, what's going on? So I tap Sasha, and I'm just like, why are we getting off here? He's basically taking us to New York. So then she starts talking to him. She's like, sir, you got off the wrong ramp. Like, we need to get to the next one. They have a little back and forth about what ramp he was supposed to get off at. So what he decides to do on a single lane ramp is slightly pull over to the saw shoulder and reverse. So he's reversing on the one-way ramp, and we're like, what the heck is going on? How are you reversing on a one-way ramp? There's a lineup of cars like honking him. They're like, what are you doing? So then, after he gets off the ramp, he decides, you know what? Forget you girls. You guys are taking me all the way out to South Shore. You're not giving me the right amount. And now this confusion, so he's like yelling in French, but I can still understand. Forget it. I'm taking you back downtown. We're just like, but it's the next exit. We'll be home in 7 minutes. Please just go. And he's just like, no. I don't care. I'm taking you back downtown. So that's when Sasha decides to jerk his head like that, okay? So she jerks his head, and this is a Haitian cab driver. He wasn't taking that. So what he decides to do now is, while he's still driving but heading back west, downtown, he decides to press the gas as hard as he can, and he's turning around and trying to punch Sasha. Sasha's not backing down. She's trying to fight him too. I'm sitting beside her like, shit, I'm not trying to get hit. I'm like, take us back downtown if you want to take us back downtown. It is what it is. Like, seriously, you're already heading downtown. So now he's fighting her and she's fighting back, not backing down. And he's getting more and more mad as she keeps fighting back. So then he decides to say, forget it, I don't care, I'm going to kill you, I'm going to kill you. So then he starts swerving in and out of traffic. He almost drove right into a truck, okay? And if you guys know anything about Montreal, we're on a bridge over the St. Lawrence River. So I'm just like, oh my god, this man's gonna drive us right into the river and I'm gonna be dead, okay? So then he's swerving in and out of traffic, swerving in and out of traffic. Tanisha's in the front yelling, arrête, 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 stop, 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 I'm pregnant, arrête, arrête, trying to ask him to stop. He wouldn't stop. He's like, no, I don't care, I'm going to kill you, I'm going to kill you, I'm going to kill myself, blah, 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 blah. And we're just like, oh my god, yo, this guy clearly doesn't care if he kills himself, so he doesn't care if he's gonna kill us. Nicole's beside me and she's like, oh my god, what the heck, call 911. I'm just like, ugh. So I call 911. A taxi driver and Sasha are still fighting and he's not even looking at the road and swerving in and out of traffic. I'm on the phone with the dispatcher and she's like, can you please move away from the noise? Can you please move away from the noise? And I'm just like, I'm having trouble understanding her because she speaks French and she's asking me to move away from the noise. I'm trying to explain to her, I'm in the back of a taxi cab. He's trying to kill us. I can't move away from the noise. She's like, please move away from the noise. I cannot hear you. I cannot hear you. And I'm just like, I can't move away from the noise. I can't? Can you please dispatch an officer? Please, please. Like, I don't even know where I am at this point. I just know I'm on this bridge. Because I'm not from Montreal, so I don't really, like, I was born in Montreal, but I didn't grow up there. So I don't know where the hell I am to even tell her to come send a police officer to where I'm at. So finally, we're at the bottom of the bridge. After a bunch of cars could see that he was swerving in and out, the car in front of us was just like, looking at us like, are you guys okay? Are you guys okay? Or just like, help us, like what the heck? But they obviously couldn't get out of their car on the ramp, like the down ramp, to get out and help us, but the light was red. So then Tanisha jumps out and Sasha's like trying to break the guy's car, mess it up, and he's still in the car. And she's like trying to like get him out so she can fight him. And I'm just sitting in the car trying to talk to the dispatcher. I wasn't even paying attention to what was going on. I was just trying to talk to the dispatcher. And then Nicole is like, what are you doing in the car? Get the hell out. She's like, the light's red, everyone else is out of the car. Why are you still sitting in the car? So she like pulls me out of the car and then I was like, oh shoot, like I didn't even realize all this was going on. I was just so freaked out that I was like frozen. We all get out of the car now and like we literally walk off the ramp to like the side to like under the bridge. The dispatcher finally sent out an officer, so we're just like, should we get another cab or should we wait for the officers? We're like, so we're waiting for a while and then the officers finally come and they basically didn't care. They didn't really believe our story. They thought we were just calling the police because we needed a ride. That's what they literally thought. So they're like, okay, yeah, we'll ride the port. Do you have his license plate number? Do you have his cab number? And we're just like, no, we didn't get any of that. We were freaking out. Like, come on, let's be real. So they're like, okay, we'll ride a port. They're just like, bye, and leaves us under the bridge. And we're just like, really? They're just gonna leave us? They didn't care? They're like, hey, call another cab. We're just like, so we ended up having to call another cab and we explained to him what happened and he felt bad for us. So he decided to take us home. Anyways, the moral of the story is, if you don't want to do something, don't do it. Because I didn't want to go to the club and look what happened. So anyways, if you guys like storytime videos, let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe because I post weekly videos. Okay, bye guys, see you next week.